this could be our year. It is the first time that the media prediction has put us in the top half of the table. And not only in the top half, in 8th place. We have the same possibility of winning the league as Tottenham. Now, I don't know if that says more about how good we are or how average Tottenham is in this save, but I feel very positive about this year. We've made some incredible signings. We've made some incredible sales. Now, we need to show quality on the football pitch. Hey guys, and welcome back to the 28th episode of the FM22 Salford in the Prem Save, where today we are starting the Premier League season for our final season of this save as we verse Aston Villa and Watford as we try and get a good start. And it's a very possible good start because these two teams, are, they're average, they're very winnable squads that we are versing. I'm hoping that we get exactly that. 2 wins out of 2. If you are excited for today's video as well as the season coming ahead, can you please smash the like button as well as subscribing to the Rex FM YouTube channel so you don't miss the daily-ish Football Manager content coming your way. Can we please smash 6 likes on today's video to celebrate starting the season and hopefully give us a bit of luck to have a decent performance here. Everything that we have gone over in terms of transfers is in the last episode, but this is the team that we are using just to refresh your knowledge. It's Gomez up top, Tahi out on the left-hand side, our new French winger. Then we've got Martin over on the right-hand side, looking like a beautiful player after having a very good start to his life at Salford last season. 8 goals in 14 appearances. Elliott's moved down to central midfield this year, where I think he's actually going to play very well, considering he did quite well at the end of the season there. And his stats suggest that he's going to be able to do a really good job for us. Then we've got Ivankovic coming back from loan. Looks like a very good, well-rounded player. I'm hoping that he does show that and his class in today's video. I'm a little bit worried though because he's wanted by Real Madrid and his release clause is 42 million and he doesn't want to negotiate. So see what happens there. Keep tabs on that one. Douglas Luiz as the CDM. Watson, our new right back, looks like a very good signing, especially considering the fact he was free. We've also brought in Fagan Walcott, of course, and Pardew, our new centre back, on the left-hand side. Then we've got Gutierrez, our new left back, on the left-hand side. And in between the sticks, a 31-year-old Dean Henderson. Hoping that those boys do the job for us, get the first win of the season with a slightly more defensive tactic. But I do think it's going to work. We can always move to a slightly more pressing defensive tactic. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. Because we like the shape, we like the structure, but we'd also like to actually attack a side. So I think this might work, because that's the exact same instructions now. Oh, actually, no. They're pushing much more often, whereas we're just pressing more often here. I'm okay with that. I think that should work. I think it should work. Let's go into it, and let's see if we can win the first Premier League game of the season. We've got plenty of decent players on the bench as well. Willian as a centre-back option. Makengo out on the right-hand side. Very good youngster coming through the ranks. Finally back in the club after a very successful loan over at Salzburg and Nice the year before. Now he's going to get some Premier League football. Let's hope that he plays well. Let's jump into the first game. Come on. Come on. We need a win to start our season off. We normally start actually quite well. And then the middle period, we don't do very well. And then we sort of gain a little bit more hope at the end of the season. So it's consistency that we're lacking right now. And I think that's probably got mostly to do with my tactical approach. So the fact that I have changed the tactic 30 seconds before starting the game doesn't exactly suggest I've learnt from my mistakes, but it could work, and it has worked already. Martin with his first goal of the season, Elliott with his first assist. He didn't get as many assists in that first year, and now this year he's already gone 1 in 1 game. And I think we need to talk more about Martin. Sorry, actually. I think I called him Martinez just before. Now I feel very insultive. But he's just popping up, scoring goals left, right and centre. Gomez is meant to be our star striker. But this man on the right-hand side, he's something else. He just creates opportunities, finishes his dinner. I mean, with 17 finishing, you do kind of expect that. But he's just so good. We bought him for like 5 mil. An absolute bargain. Gutierrez on his debut, left-hand side. Gomez there. If he had scored that, it would have been brilliant because he took a while to start his account last season. So this year I would really like it if he just got off the mark. I've finally decided to play him as an advanced forward. I mean, complete forward just wasn't working. And clearly advanced forward is Farid Gomez. Scored on the first day of the season. He is the top goal scorer. No, sorry, the second top goal scorer in France's Europa League winning, not Europa League, European Championship winning campaign. And now he could be a high top goal scorer for us this season if he keeps going like that. Ivankovic with the assist as well. I mean, it's a very simple assist, it has to be said. I'm not going to sit here and act like it was, a maestro pass where he found him, picked him out, got it straight to him, pinpoint. He's tapped it to him. But at least it's gone in the back of the net, and I'm pretty happy with that. It's now Aston Villa back on the attack. But I have a feeling that we might be picking this ball up because we have been playing incredibly well to start this match off. Out on the right hand side, they do find a bit of space though with that massive lumping ball to their right back. Pull into the mixer could easily cause problems, but our defenders get down on the ground. I think it's Fagan Walcott that ends up making the tackle, sends it out of play. And now they have a corner opportunity. Headed away already. Fagan Walcott with the captain's armband today. I mean, he's our vice captain. So it makes sense because Calderon's all the way in the reserves. But it does feel a bit weird to me seeing Fagan Walcott, a man with, I think, 4 leadership leading the boys today. But currently, he's leading them to glory. As Farid Gomez gets an assist, Martin gets his second goal. And we are looking like a very good football team. And I am feeling very justified for making a 30-second tactical change just before the start of the game. Because it's clearly working. Whatever I've done is clearly working. It's probably got to be a combination of the new transfers, the tactic actually being intelligent, and maybe Aston Villa just aren't great. But clearly our finishing is just decent today. Because the XG does not suggest we should even be winning. To be honest, if anything, it says that Aston Villa should be winning this game. But somehow we're 3 goals to the good. And if we can keep going like this, obviously we're going to do incredible things this year. And it's only the first half. Can we see some more opportunities? Unfortunately, Tahi on the left-hand side, not even the best debut. And that's not really what I wanted to see, especially after I spent £35 million on him. So I think he's going to be the first man to make way. He's also a little bit tired over there, so I think it's only fair to give him a wee bit of a rest. So we'll bring Makengo on. It is the right Makengo. He can play as an inverted winger, I'm pretty sure. Yep, we'll play him as that and see how he does for the last couple of minutes of this game. Good to get him some game time out on the pitch. Also get Lopez over on that left-hand side, so a completely new look left-hand side. Not that Gutierrez has done bad, it's just Lopez deserves a bit of game time, and Gutierrez is on a yellow card, and I'm not getting a red card in the first game of the season if I can avoid it. Winning the ball there, Watson on his debut. Haven't seen a lot of him, to be fair, but it ends up with Ampadu again. Another player we haven't seen a lot of, and it comes out onto this new look left-hand side. Elliot, Ivankovic, moving it into Martin. Gomez, Martin. Oh, could have gotten the hat-trick there, but just puts it over the bar. I mean, it's not the worst effort of all time. I did think he might have strayed slightly offside, but I think he held his run perfectly. That doesn't lead to a goal anyway. Final substitute, I believe, is going to be made. Well, I'm kind of in charge of it, aren't I? So, yeah, I'm going to make the final substitute now. I'm trying to decide who it deserves to be. Elliot, playing very well, but looking just a wee bit tired, so he's going to make way. Have a bit of a rest, and for the last 5 minutes of this game, this is going to be the squad, and I'm hoping we don't see any slip-ups. Keep a clean sheet, and that's exactly what we do. A 3-0 win on the first game of the season. That is brilliant. And assists for Gomez, Ivankovic, Elliot, and goals for Martin, Gomez, and Martin. It's already looking like things are coming together a bit more this year. But to be fair, last season, we did beat Arsenal 4-0 on the first game of the year. And I would argue they're a better side, and 4-0 is a better result. So we can't actually get too ahead of ourselves right now. We are definitely just looking to keep improving, keep being consistent, and hopefully sign James Trafford, because he looks like an incredibly decent second choice goalkeeper for us, especially when I can bring him in on loan for like, 84 grand a week is what it was, plus his wages. I'm doing it. 84 times 12 is, it's about $1 million to have him on loan, which isn't that bad. Really not that bad. Henderson keeping a clean sheet on his debut, so I mean, he's not going to be pushed out of the team anytime soon. But right now, I'm feeling positive. Martin's got to be feeling positive after that. Let's see if we can make any transfers in between these two games. But I'm expecting another win against Watford now. Ladies and gentlemen, transfers have been made. The first of which being the goalkeeper that I was talking about. James Trafford has joined the club on loan, and it is going to cost us about £1 million. We could buy him at the end for 4.8. I'm not sure whether or not I want to do that. I'm now unsure if this was even a good idea, but hey, it's a rotation goalkeeper, and he'll be all right for us. And we've also brought in this young Brazilian who I think is going to turn into a great player, and he's already turned 19, which is great, because if we keep him at the club, he's going to eventually be considered homegrown at club, because when he signed, he was still just 18. So hopefully that does happen. Not getting any game time right now. Lomax might be leaving the club because we got a £24 million bid for him, and I wasn't going to say no to that, so might need a new right back already. And Ivankovic, he's got some serious interest. So I'm quite nervous about that. Hopefully we keep a hold of him. I have a right mind to not play him so that there's not so much interest, but for now we're keeping him in the starting 11. And we're going to jump into today's game. And Tahi is the only player that I've even considered taking out of the lineup. Watford is the team we're versing. Unfortunately, Trafford can't play because that is the team he is on loan from. Let's see another good result. We're at home this time. Surely the fans are going to be expecting a decent result after a 3-0 win in the first game. I mean, if I was a fan of this club, I'd be wanting a decent result if, we're versing a side like Watford, who I believe just came up from the Championship. First highlight is going their way though. Henderson makes a fine save, and I'd argue that's not even the highlight. I think this is going to be our chance. Henderson rolling it out to Fagan Walcott. I knew it was going to happen before it even happened. Watson moving it forward on that right hand side, finds Gomez. First assist of the season, not quite. Gomez picks it back up. It's a really good chance for us there, but Gomez can't quite finish it. Chance doesn't look like it's over though. Watson, Fagan Walcott, playing it back into Martin. Martin to Ivankovic, plays it through to Martin. He's got a ball into the mixer, and Gomez scores. It is the link-up that we have seen already in today's episode. It is Martin and Gomez scoring a goal once again. I thought that he took his chance. I thought that he missed his chance when we had that shot earlier in this highlight. But it continued on. Ivankovic into Martin, Gomez to finish his dinner. And we're 1-0 up after just 2 minutes. And that's exactly what the fans would have expected. This Watford team, it's not up to the same standard as us, so I would be expecting to be winning this game. Fagan Walcott running out from centre-back, playing it over to Watson. Can he get assists this time? Not with passes like that, but to be fair, I think that we're going to pick it back up as it's Simmons on the ball for them, playing it forward into their striker. They're going to thump it long at some point. It's going to happen. Or maybe they're just going to get tackled. No, they're going to thump it. There we go, the thump. We love a thump, because it means that we get the ball straight back. Gutierrez, back to Henderson. If you pass it back to the goalkeeper, you're going to score a goal. That's the rule in Football Manager. Martin, Gomez, finds Elliott. He's racing through from central midfield, and he gets taken down in the box. We win a penalty. I hope it's a penalty. It did look like he might have actually got the ball, so I wouldn't be hugely surprised if this one doesn't get given. But generally, when you get brought down, it leads to a penalty, just like it has here. Ivankovic has the best penalties. Okay, I'm giving it to Gomez, but that's good to know on the back of my head. I back Gomez to score this one, though, for his second goal of the season. He steps up to the plate, and it's saved. But he scores the rebound. Thank goodness. That was a tight angle, and I have no idea how he's crept that one in. But he's managed to do it, and it's still a decent performance from this man. He scored 2 today, 1 yesterday, and, not yesterday, last game. He's looking like he is certainly improving. In the advanced forward role, he's a good player. And now we're 2-0 up. Tahi, that would have been good for you. That would have been so good for you to get a goal. Unfortunately, can't finish his dinner. It's so rare to see someone score a rebound from a penalty. So I'm chuffed to see him put that one in the back of the net. The goalkeeper probably should have done better. Wasn't the best penalty of all time. But at least Gomez is finishing it. That's the important thing. It's them back on the attack. Kessler Hayden, a former player of this football club. Didn't expect him to be starting for a Premier League side, but I also didn't expect us to be conceding a goal after just 20 minutes. We've seen 3 goals in this game, and it's the first goal we've conceded all season. I remember Kessler Hayden very well. He's a rotation right back for us that we brought in on a free a couple of seasons ago, and now we sold him clearly to Watford, coming back to haunt us by creating that chance. Fagan Walcott's coming back to haunt them by hitting the ball into the back of the net. They should have marked him better. And Tahi gets his first assist of the season, and I'm hoping that's going to send him forward and hopefully get him a couple more goal contributions, because we need to see more from that man out on the left-hand side. But he now has a 7.3 rating, looking decent, and we're back on the attack. Watson, he's going to thump it in, and we're going to win the knockdown. Gomez, Martin, shoots, almost puts it in. That would have been an incredible goal. I did not expect him to hit that, but if it's nearly going to go in like that, I'm not going to complain. Fagan Walcott, once again, nearly scoring a header there. Can't quite get that one on target, though. And with 15 minutes to go in this half, we're seeing yet another highlight, potentially the 5th goal of this game. And it is going off the woodwork once again. Gomez did stray into an offside position. He's on a hat-trick, that man. And another chance is coming our way. And Pardew into Gutierrez, plays it forward to Gomez for the hat-trick. It's not your best work, mate. That's kind of straight at the goalkeeper. Fagan Walcott going to score the corner. Another one that he's actually gotten pretty close with. Not quite put into the back of the net. But with 8 minutes to go in this first half, I think we can be pretty happy with it. Apart from that one defensive lapse that led to the goal, we've been very, very solid. Don't know why Elliott is now taking the corner. I mean, I guess it's good to switch it up every now and then, but it ends up in Tahi's feet. Douglas Luiz, Gutierrez, with a yellow card once again. He's an abuser of the cards. And once again, we hit the woodwork. Okay, it's proven that we are a decent side right now. But we're hitting the woodwork quite an awful lot. And I would like to see us gain more clean sheets. But, I mean, it was just one defensive lapse. Three shots with 2 on target is unlucky. And we could actually be adding to our tally right here, right now. To make me forget about that, let's score a goal. And Pardew into Ibenkovic. I'm so nervous about losing Ibenkovic, boys and girls. He is a good player. I shouldn't have ever let that contract go for that long. I don't know what I was thinking, but let's hope we just get through this. I mean, we'll get a lot of money if he does get sold. But probably not enough, in my opinion. Tahi, back to Gutierrez. They're creating a bit of a link-up play on that left-hand side, which I need, because they haven't been together for very long. Gomez in on goal once again. Almost getting a surprising finish. I mean, it didn't seem like the best opportunity ever from the position of the defender. But, I mean, kind of troubled the goalkeeper. Ended up with a corner, so not the worst thing ever. But probably not the most ambitious or exciting chance we've ever seen in this game. But with 30 minutes to go, it's around the time I think I need to be thinking about making a substitute. And it's going to be Douglas Luiz to come off this time. I'm going to give Javi Simmons some time in the squad. Deserves a bit of time in the squad. He's not been a bad signing for us at all. I mean, he's not quite set the world on fire. But looking at his stats, I did kind of know he wasn't going to be that insane. We just really did need a new central midfielder last year. But I was holding on to hope that maybe he could be. But I think my reservations about him were proved correct in the end. But for now, he's on the pitch and he could do something for us. He wasn't involved in that, but Gomez has scored a hat-trick. We have worked this man out. Advance forward. That's all you need. Why was I messing around with complete forward for so long? Martin with another assist. This link-up play between these two is ridiculous. Some of the youngest, best players in the world are in our squad. And right now, we're top of the Premier League table. 10 minutes to go in this game. We couldn't have asked for a better start to the season. Let's make another substitute to try and make sure that we stay on top of this game. I feel like Yari, I'm just going to call him Yari. I feel like Yari deserves some time on the pitch. But I am going to bring Tahi off once again. I feel like that's slightly mean, but he's the easiest one to take off because he's always a bit average, even though he's only played 2 games for the club. And we are actually going to try and deter people from signing this young man by at least taking away a couple of minutes from him. Silva can come on for the last couple of minutes, and I'm hoping that maybe they'll see that and think, oh, maybe they don't want to keep him. He's not good, clearly, because he doesn't play the full 90. Hopefully. I'm really hoping that will happen. One last opportunity from a corner. Hit it out. Elliott picks it up. Plays it over to Silva. I feel like the full-time whistle should be blown, but we could be making it 5-1, and we have Yari off the bench. Elliott with the assist. We are a good football club, aren't we? 5-1. And we only conceded from one lapse of concentration. Even our bench players are getting involved now. Yeah, it looks like this could be our year. Maybe this is not the best year to call it quits. But right now, we're looking like we could be competing for the Premier League title. I mean, it's 2 games in. But, you know, that's always got to be the goal in this save. And it could be a reality this year if we keep going exactly like we have right now. This tactic, this team, it's working. I'm expecting a slump at some point. But if Gomez can stay on form like he is right now, I think we've got every chance of going all the way. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. I'm going to simulate forward to the end of the transfer window. And we will do the deadline day special together. As long as I actually have some stuff that I plan on doing on the deadline day. I have done most of my business quite efficiently this year, unlike previous years. So you'll either get the wrap up or, you know, you'll get the actual deadline day. But either way, I think we'll be versing Arsenal and Millwall in tomorrow's episode. So looking very good. Hopefully we're still winning games by then. We've got a tough match up against West Ham. But aside from that, I think we should be beating... Yeah, I think we should be beating both of them, to be honest. We're going to get more wins. Hopefully make some decent signings. I'll see you all later.